Everybody, HDSavant here, and I am back with another video. So, I recently got a new computer, and I knew I wanted to do a lot of content for my channel. So, I'm really excited to be doing this video. I'm pretty much going to be trying my best to predict the Tekken 8 roster. I believe we have like 10 to 11 characters confirmed so far, or like 8 or something like that. So, we're going to go through all of the characters that have been in Tekken games so far, and I'm going to make my predictions to see who comes back, who doesn't. The categories I have here are 100% like they will be in the game, like fan favorites, important to the story, etc. Next, I have who's most likely to be a part of like the console release. Like, I wouldn't say they're 100%, like there's a chance they may not make it, but most likely they will. I have DLC here because Tekken has become a game that uses a lot of DLC in the past couple of games. So I have a section here specifically for like characters they'll probably bring back and who think will be popular enough for players to buy. Then I have the not likely section, which means these are going to be characters that probably won't see Tekken 8. And then I have the 8 happening. I don't know if I want to have bias for this section, but I'm just going to specifically say characters that I just do not see coming back at all, like in any capacity. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go through and put who's already been confirmed in the game. So let's see, we have it's Jack 8, but we have Jack here. Jack's already been confirmed. I know we have Paul. Paul's already been confirmed. We have Kazuya's already been confirmed. Kazuya's already been confirmed, of course. Also, if I have issues with this, y'all, this is my first Mac, so bear with me, okay? Let's see, who else? Where's Jin? Jin is here. I have Law already in. Who else? I'm like blanking right now. Jun is in. Let's see who else. I feel like I'm blinking out on people who've been announced. Going through the list. That's not everybody. It can't be everybody. I'm missing people. I know I am. Lars has already been announced. King has been announced. Where's King? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Jin, am I missing anyone? Is that everyone that's been announced thus far? Oh, Nina. I know Nina had a release video. And I think that is it. So I believe that's everyone so far. Okay. So now I'm probably just going to start going left to right and going down in order and seeing who will most likely be in and who won't be. Okay. So Akuma, I really want to put Akuma in Ain't Happening. As far as playable, yeah, I don't see him happening. He might make an appearance like in the story mode, but I really doubt it. I feel like any type of, when you have guest characters, unless you just sign them on for 2 or 3 games in a row, I don't think so. The only reason I would see him making a return in this game specifically is to maybe write it into to show what happened after the Kazuya fight, but I mean, we see Kazuya is very much still in the story, so I doubt they want to show Akuma being defeated because he is a guest character. So I don't see him making it. Alex will be another no for me. Lisa, absolutely. She's very popular, and she has a built-in story with Lars and with Lee. And I'll get to Lee in a second, but I'm sure Lee's going to be in as well. Ancient Ogre, I don't think so. I think we've gotten past this point where we need to see to see him in a game. Like I said, best case scenario I see for him is showing up in story mode in a flashback or something, but I feel like that'll be a lot of work for nothing, so I don't think so. Angel, ironically, I'm gonna put her in not likely as well. Because June is back, I don't really see her having a reason to be in the game. I haven't really seen anything that would hint at her making an appearance. Anna is very likely. I don't know if I want to put her in likely or DLC. Because she was DLC last game, I don't know if they want to do it again. I think she'll make console release this time. I feel like they might want to try to switch up who's going to be DLC and who's not. And even after saying that next person is Armor King, Armor King's definitely going to be DLC. He's super popular. Everyone loves him. I believe a lot of people consider him to be like one of the best tiers. So he's very popular. I would consider him to be DLC. Asuka, absolutely 100% in. Bake. I'm going to put Bake in not likely. So the only reason I'm not putting him in ain't happening, there's something about Tekken 8 that feels very final. And I feel like I just don't see him. I don't want to put him 100% no, but once again, maybe an appearance in Hwarang's story mode or something like that. I just don't really see it happening in this game. So yeah, I don't see him being playable though. So I'll put him not likely. Bob will be the first person I'll put under likely. I know. Well, actually, never mind. Move him to 100% because when you look at the stage, you see Bob's Burgers in the back. So I'm pretty sure he'll have something to do in the game because, I mean, he's mentioned multiple times. Bruce. If Bruce does come back, make him DLC because a lot of people missed him in Tekken 7. If you bring him back as DLC, it'll be a very, very smart move, and he would bring some cash to the pockets. Let's see. Brian, can't have a game without Brian. He's going to be in Just a Cause Wreck. Christy. I feel like because she missed Tekken 7, they can do like a remodel with her. Do they make her DLC or do they do likely? I don't know. I feel like it'll be so smart for them to do DLC packs with characters who missed Tekken 7 or were very popular. I'll put her in DLC for now. We might switch that up later though, but I'll put her in DLC for now. Claudio, he needs to be in. He probably had one of the only storylines, like outside of the main storyline, that made me interested in what was going to happen next. Like the whole Xiao Yu collaboration and him having, the powers of Exorcist. So I would say he needs to be in this game especially if you're having this major battle between Jin and Kazuya, he needs to be in this game. So absolutely, he's going to be in. Combat, no. Not at all. Okay, Devil Jin. Ironic. I want to put him in not likely, but no, I don't think they're going to go with that. I'm going to put him actually in DLC. Although we see Jin tapping into, completely being able to tap into the devil gene, I think it'll be smart to release Devil Jin maybe as season 2 DLC or something like that after the story mode has completed and we can see that he can tap in and out. So I would definitely put Devil Jin as DLC, but he won't be on release. I don't think so. Devil Kazumi, or Kazumi in general, nah, not making it. This is Devil Kazuya. No, I mean, Kazuya, I guess he's technically in because I'm sure Kazuya can turn into him mid-fight, so sure. Dr. Boskanovich, no, sir. Sorry, we'll see you in Tag 3, maybe. Dragunov, yes. Another popular character. Was very popular seasons 1 and maybe even 2 of Tekken 7. Has a fun fighting style, and I feel like could do a lot with the new combo mechanics, so I would definitely put him in 100% likely. Eddie. Eddie will be my first person I'll put in likely. They need to do something with the Eddie and Chrissy storyline. I'm kind of tired of it, not really going anywhere. Chrissy's been chasing Eddie for what? 20 years now? Girl, give it up. I'm 26 and I feel like my whole life has been watching them do something. So I need them both to be in the same game again. I need there to actually be a story progression. I actually want to make a video about what my wish list is for Tekken 8 because I'm tired of like the side characters being afterthoughts. Like I need something to happen here. Like that's been one of the longest running stories and I don't even know what the real chase is about. So we need answers. Eliza. I don't really know how well she was received. If they do have her in, if they do want to have a 2D character, though, this is their character, so I'll put her in. It's like I'm a little biased. I don't know. I want to say not likely though. I'll probably put her under not likely for now. I was thinking about DLC, but I'll put her in not likely for now. Fakuram. I'll put him in likely. I feel like some of the characters toward like the later seasons of DLC, I feel like they were already kind of trying out certain mechanics of like what they might want to bring into the next game. I feel like Fakuram played into that, and he has a pretty cool design, so I can see him in. He can, if anything, he can be something for G Corporation or something like that, like a Ultra Soldier or something in the story mode. So I can see him in. I'll put him in likely. Fang, absolutely. I believe this is also one of Harada's favorite characters, so I doubt he's going to want his favorite character to be out. And he's also in a lot of tournaments, very, very highly used, so for sure. Forrest, not likely. Yeah, I don't see him making it. I remember at one point we all thought that Law's character was actually Forrest because of like how different he looked, but no, I don't see him. I don't think he serves a purpose to be in this game. I actually might move it. I'll keep him in not likely. On you. I don't know. This is hard. I don't play with him, but people do, and I guess like they want to have like the Tekken's very big on having different like fighting styles in. But do I make him DLC or did I say he's likely? Probably DLC because I feel like it'll take them some time to figure out how he would work in the main story, right? Geese, no. Don't care. Gigas, I'll put not likely. I don't think it's a 100% no. But I feel like, Fakuram probably took his place in like the whole story, like Ultra Soldier type of deal. And I feel like after the season 1 hype, he kind of died down a lot. So I'll put not likely, but I wouldn't mind him being in the game. Gon, no. Best character of all time, no. Hey Hachi, let me tell you something. If the Tekken producers are nearly as smart as anyone thinks they are, you make Heihachi DLC like immediately. You immediately make him DLC because he's like one of the focal points of the story, and he doesn't have to be in the story mode, or he could be a part of flashbacks or whatever. You can have him in the story mode as part of flashbacks. You can even do like throwback fights like they did in Tekken 7. But leave him DLC, honestly, until like, if they have 5 seasons again, keep him off until like seasons 3. Yeah, that's your moneymaker here. You keep him off the console version and make him DLC. Oh, the pockets are going to go up. Harang, absolutely. But let me say something. He is going to be a monster with these new mechanics. I have a couple of characters who I think are going to be monsters, and he's one. He was a monster in Tekken 7, if you knew how to play with him correctly. So he's definitely going to be in, though, because he has a built-in story with Jin, with Devil Jin. And I feel like we're really going to have this big, like, warfare between Jin and Kazuya, and he's definitely going to be a part of it. JC, no, I don't really, no, not happening. We have Julia back, so no, I don't think so. Jinpachi, I'll put not likely. No, I'll put him in. I don't think it's going to happen either. We're past the whole Jinpachi reasons of the story, so we don't really need him to be in the game, and he didn't make an appearance in Tekken 6 or Tekken 7. No reason for him to be in this one. Josie, I'll put not likely for now. And I actually really did enjoy playing with Josie, but I feel like from the moment she was announced, she got a lot of backlash, and even during the game, we want Bruce. So I feel like she never really had a chance. If they do bring her back, it would almost have to be like a complete overhaul of her character. And you already have Fakaron probably being in. I really do see them bringing Bruce back just because of how much, I don't want to say outrage, but feedback they got about wanting Bruce back. So I think Josie would be the one not to make this game. Julia, very likely. She's always doing something. She's always around. I don't really think she needs to be DLC at this point. I think she can just, she can make her way into the console version of the game. Katarina, I'll put likely just because she had a built-in storyline with Gigas, and we could still get like some type of conclusion. But she was very popular for beginners, and I know they're really focused on the whole aggression aspect of the game. And since she's like a button masher character, beginner character, and she caught a lot of eyes for newer players, I definitely think she should be in. It'll be very smart to have her in. Kazumi, I don't think is going to make this game. I mean, we saw what happened with her. She served her purpose in Tekken 7. Kuma will be in, unfortunately. But you know what? No, I'll leave him there. I was going to say DLC. No, I'll leave him there. Kuni, original, no, it's not happening. But Kuni Mr. Here, yes, I would make Kuni DLC again. She was a very popular DLC choice. I would probably hold her off for a little bit, like season 2, maybe season 1 or 2. Yeah, she should be a good DLC. Lee, absolutely. The built-in storyline between Lee, Jin, Lee, Jin, Lars, and Elisa, yeah, absolutely. He's one of the core characters of Tekken 7 in the story mode. He's definitely going to be on Kazuya's side in this game too. So yeah, he's going to be in. Li Xiaolong. Oh, sorry, not Li Xiaolong. My bad. Lei Wulong. My bad. It was back and forth. I would bring him back. He's also another popular character. It's funny I said I wouldn't keep the DLC as returning characters who were DLC in Tekken 7, but so far I have 1, 2, 3, 4. But yeah, like when he was announced, I mean the crowd went crazy, and although he may not be that popular in online gameplay or tournament gameplay, Tekken is known for having all of these different fighting styles, and I'm sure they're gonna want to include him some way somehow, and I can see him also being a potential monster with the aggression gameplay. Leo, I believe, will be in. I mean, doesn't really have like a strong connection to the main storyline, but I believe has a fan base, and once again, Tekken wants to boast about the different fighting styles that they have, so I can see them being in the game. Leroy, yes, because we see the statue of Leroy and Sugar, and I'm a little nervous because this makes me think that Leroy's going to have a crazy, I don't want to say a big importance to the story mode, but I think he'll have something to do with the story mode. And if we think about the anime that was on Netflix, he had a part in that, and he was literally in Tekken 7. That was the only game he made a debut in, so I think there might be something more to this character than we see for him to be so prominent. So definitely will be in. Lily, my favorite character ever, better be in the game. I mean, we have the whole Asuka and Lily connection, and I know a lot of people have said a lot about side character stories. I think they have a potential big story. I really want them to tap more into what Asuka's supernatural powers are, especially for Jin. They just dropped the whole Tekken 5, her healing him or removing the devil gene, whatever, from Jin in the Tekken 5 ending, and now they have a connection. And like I said, I'm biased because Lily is my favorite character of the game, so she better be in. Lucky Chloe, I'll put not likely. Another character who had a lot of backlash. I think they wanted her to. I think they kind of wanted Lucky Chloe to be in the same boat as Katarina. It's gonna get a lot of beginners to want to play, and she's cool, she's funny. But I feel like Lucky Chloe got a lot of backlash, and her design isn't really needed. I think it was just something to get a cute little pop when she was announced, but after that, the hype really died down. So I think a lot of the early Tekken 7 DLC, Tekken 7 new characters, we probably won't be seeing them in the next game. Marduk, I'll put likely. I want to put him in DLC so bad, but I'll put him in likely. I think he could. I think he should. He should be in the game between Armor King, Marduk, and King. So I don't want to put him in DLC because I feel like King needs someone to go off of and be within the console version. I think Marta would be that. I think you keep Armor King as DLC just because you want to think about who will people most likely pay for, and I think people will most likely pay for Armor King over Marduk. No shade, and with the aggression gameplay, Marduk will be another monster to have in the game. Next up, we have Master Raven. Okay, so context. I believe one of Master Raven or Raven will be in Tekken 8. If I had to choose one, I would say bring Raven back. I feel like, yeah, I'll put Master Raven in not likely. And when I get to Raven, I would put him in likely. Or I'll put him in likely. So I think the whole storyline for Master Raven was like, I'm trying to find out where Raven is, and I feel like this would be a good game for Raven to make his return. I mean, Raven was the one who initially found Jin in Tekken 6 and then disappeared in Tekken 7, so I feel like there's something to really navigate there, and I think Raven coming back with a cool new design and reimagined would be dope. Michelle, no, I'm sorry, babe. Not this game for you. Miguel, I would actually make Miguel DLC. Miguel's actually one of my favorite players to play with as well. And when I think about monsters and aggression, I mean, you can't go past this. I would make him probably like one of the first DLC, like seasons 1 or whatever. If they do like multiple seasons, I think Miguel would be very popular in tournament play. I feel like he started to get appreciated towards the end of Tekken 7's hype. And so I feel like they should really capitalize on him being like a part of the first DLC. And I think Miguel would be very, very good to have in this game. And fun fact, I really think that Miguel... I don't know. I feel like Miguel is actually going to get revenge on Jin. I'm not going to say he's going to end him. But I think it's going to be... I think Miguel's going to have something to do with Jin. I would like to think so. Or at least have something to do with the story. So I would keep Miguel as DLC. I think he'll be a popular DLC character. Maharu? No, ma'am. Mokujin... I'll put not likely. I would want Mokujin to be back, but I feel like the harder the gaming mechanics get, the harder it is to have a character like Mokujin. But I mean, I don't know all the programming that goes into making Mokujin, but like combos, and it's just hard, like randomizing every round. I just feel like that'll be very, very difficult to learn. And I feel like, they want this game to be about aggression and knowing how to play and beginner friendly, and I don't think Mokujin kind of fits into that, unfortunately. It would have been cool to have. I would love for them to be back, and this is one I hope I'm wrong about, but I don't see it happening. Negan, no sir. Noctis, no sir. Panda, unfortunately, I do not like the bear, sorry. Prototype Jack, not happening, unfortunately. Raven, moving him to likelies for reasons we talked about earlier. I don't know who this is, so I think this is like a guest character they were saying they wanted in the future. If I'm wrong about something, please don't drag me in the comments, but I don't know who that is. Roger, no. Do not care. Sebastian, King, but won't be in this game. Not as a playable character, at least. Shaheen, okay. This is bias. But I feel like there's a lot of potential with this character. And I feel like he's also kind of beginner friendly. Good, like, only has like probably the shortest move set in the game. And I feel like had a little thing with Kazuya, like the same way Miguel has something with Jin. He kind of has like a little thing with Kazuya. So do I want to do... Because I can honestly consider... I could see them making him a part of DLC as well. Like reimagined or whatever. Or does he make... Because he has such a short moveset, I could put him in likely. I'll put him in likely. I believe this is another guest character they were talking about. I don't know who this is, so I'll just put them there for now. Slim Bob, no. Steve Fox, absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. Teshujin, no. Tiger, no. True Ogre, no. Okay, these are like all of the, like, these are all of like the, what am I trying to say? The Tekken Tag 2 people. Unknown, I mean, will make an appearance, but be playable, not. I'll put in not likely, just because, I mean, we already know June's in the game, but no. Violet will probably be a palette swap, so I'll put 100%. Wang, no. Xiaoyu, absolutely. Yoshimitsu, absolutely. Oh my god, I can't wait to see his design. Zafina, okay. I'll put likely because, and honestly, it was super popular in Tekken 7. And the whole like Azazel thing with her hand, they did not go into that nearly enough. I would almost want Zafina to be in the main storyline because like I feel like Azazel had a big part to do with like Jin and Kazuya. I honestly just might move her to 100%. I'll keep her in. I'll put her 100%. No, I'll put her in likely. And it was super popular in tournament play, online play. I feel like she actually surprised a lot of people because I don't think she really had that much hype in Tekken 6 or Tag 2. So for her to jump up in Tekken 7 like that, absolutely. So yeah, I would put her in likely because I want her to be a part of like, I want her to be a part of the main story. So as a matter of fact, I'm also going to move. No, I'll leave Miguel in DLC. And Lydia, 100% would be in. This was what the last character to be a part of Tekken 7, and I feel like by the time they got to her, they knew what they wanted to do with Tekken 8 with the aggression. Because I mean, if you've ever fought a Lydia player, it's like hard. It's like mad plus frames, and I feel like they knew the direction they were going in. So this is the tier list I've made. I'm pretty satisfied, actually. I think this is a good list. Let me see how many people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 38 potentially on release. I mean, if I could remove some people or move them to DLC, like maybe Shaheen to DLC or Raven to DLC. Like, if they were smart, like I would put a lot of these characters who could potentially be returning that missed Tekken 7. I would put them in DLC. Yeah, but I think this is a very, very strong list. I think this would be a strong, like we're just looking here up, this would be a strong cast for Tekken 8. Like we're not really missing too much down here. Because most of these are palette swaps and or outdated characters. Sorry if I'm hurting your feelings about anything. But yeah, I would probably say this would be a strong start. Plus, so it'll be 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. That's 47 characters. And so you got to think, we also have, I'm sure we're going to have at least 3 or 4 new characters coming into to play here. So yeah, I would say like 3 to 4 new characters. So yeah, we probably got a lot to do. But like I said, something about Tekken 8 feels very final. So the characters who I would want to see in the game, I feel like they still have something to do with the story mode. Or in regards to like DLC, just popular characters or characters they would like to show off. So yeah, I think this is a strong list. Let me know what you think. There will be more content coming. I'm thinking about doing more videos regarding Tekken 8. I am going to be releasing reaction videos to the new trailers. I haven't watched the last 3 trailers because I've been wanting to make sure I record my reaction live. So yeah, let me know what you think. These are my picks. But until next time, peace.